Hello, my dear students. How are you? Yes, beautiful and very important for all of us because today we are learning modals, auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, or you may call them bridging verbs because after subject before normal use of verb, in between verb and noun or pronoun in a structure of a sentence, when you make use of certain modals, means you are using helping verbs. Yes, I'll just name one by one how many modals are there. There are total 9 modals, and let's just name them quickly because it is just a revision sort of knowledge, is revision sort of your information, your hold, and your command over the models, the grammatical, small little information. Grammarians, they give emphasis on this, that you have to again and again repeat, or repetitively you have to revise your knowledge on the grammar rules, and you have to give frequent and maximum practice to your learning of skill, and also your knowledgeable storehouse of memory that is there, and that remains alive to help you out. Yes, dear audience, it's your instructor requesting you to be a little kind enough, a little associational bond of your being my students. I would expect from you to continue giving me your feedback. Maybe in your comments box, or your liking, disliking, and your opinion, or your maybe you love me and you send me your heart, or you see small little flower that is also sent by you to me. It would be really an honor for me. So do prescribe, do subscribe, do suggest to me whatever comes to your mind after watching my video. 9 models are there in English grammar, and the grammarians, they are of the view, they are of the opinion that we must use correct use of modals of all the helping verbs before the use of verb there in a sentence, and after the subject, noun or pronoun in a sentence. Yes, dear audience, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. Now, these are the total 9 modals. I repeat: may, might, can, could, will, would, shall, should, and must. Now, what is the situation for which you need help of helping verb, or an action which is to be conveyed in a construction of a sentence And you you direly need help of something to be used immediately after the noun or pronoun or after the subject. And before a normal form of verb, you use helping verb, you use modals. Which are those situations that you need to use modals in a structure of a sentence? Modals can be helpful when they are conveying. All the modals can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. All these modals are supposed to convey some situational meaning. For example, possibility or ability, impossibility or inability, or for permission or for emphasis that you have to give. It is something which is to be used by the modals. By the use of modal, you convey some situation, an obligation to do something, to take permission, to give permission, for making a request, giving advice, or giving an opinion, or making an offer, promising or speculating something. You use these modals. Rules for use of modal, very, very important, that all of you must know. Because grammarians, they say that you have to use modals as an independent auxiliary verb. An independent modal means helping verb. If you ask me, sir, is it possible that I can a car? Now, the helping verb can, that is to be used for an ability. And your ability that you can drive a car. My ability that I can drive a car. Now, you see, can modal is to convey your ability, your possibility, your probability. So modals words can never be used by themselves as verbs. Remember these things, because we at time we use, and that is the common error in our construction of sentence, in our structure of sentence, irrespective of the form of verb, irrespective of the tense or the division of time or whatever is the action that is going on. But using modals means that situation that you have to keep in your mind, and then you have to give full meaning. For example, I can a car. Now the verb is missing. I can English. Verb is missing. I shall school. Verb is missing. Subject is there. I shall. Modal is there. And then there is a space. And the object is there, and before the object, and very, very important. And that important thing which is to be used there in the sentence, that is the verb. That is missing. I can drive a car. I can go to school. I shall go to school. I will be teaching, imparting English grammar lecture to my students through this video. Now I can. Possibility, ability. Can I come in, madam? Now here is the permission. I am already there. May I come in? A small little difference between the use of can and may. May is a little, a subordination is there. Somebody who is subordinate to you, somebody who is junior to you, somebody who is somehow is subservient to you, is seeking permission, or maybe younger to you, out of courtesy, out of respect, out of a huge amount of submission, he or she is using may. May I come? Students once is to seek permission from the teacher will use modal may. Sir, ma'am, may I come in? May I talk to you? May I request you to give me a little information about something? So exactly like this, you have to lot of, yes, I can ask you to go and bring just one important book from the rack and bring it to me. This is what probably the teacher can use can, because order is there. A little, imperativeness is there. Elderly stature of a teacher, out of respect, that is there. And this is how that a teacher is supposed to use a little sublime, a higher stature of the teacher, and that is why can is very much there for permission. Right, my dear students, I was talking about modals, very, very important, and permit me to share it with you, a complete list of helping verbs and modals as well, complete list, their present form and their past form. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, ought, is, was, are, were, has, had, have, had. Very simple that you have to have complete present form of helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, and the modals. Modals are 9 and rest of the verbs are helping verbs. They are the auxiliary verb, helping verbs, helping the action or helping the verb, supporting the function of the verb, supporting the use of verb to give complete meaning within that sentence. And this is how that the complete list of modals and helping verbs are there in English grammar. So I very quickly repeat it once again. Is, was, are, were, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought, has, had, have, had. All these are, for example, permit me to share it with you, permit me to use in a complete sentence all the modals. For example, if you recall, in future tenses, you use modals will, helping verb will, and I will take you to complete comprehension, complete command of grammar very soon. I shall give you important lessons of English grammar. Now you see, what is the difference between these two, will and shall? For this, you have to keep in your mind very important list, very important list of all the three persons, very important, and their capacities as well, their degrees as well. For example, how many persons are there in English language? There are three types of persons, very simple. The singular and plural both. Three types of persons. First person, second person, third person. There are two first persons. Two first persons are I and we. Second person is you. Third persons are he, she, it, any one girl's name, any one boy's name, and more than two, or they. Now they're possessive, they're subjective, possessive, and objective degrees. They're pronoun or persons that I have given you the list. And you know, if you have on your tips all the persons and their subjective capacity, their possessive form, their subjective form, possessive form, and objective form, you cannot make any mistake. What to talk of mistake? Even you cannot commit any error in your English grammar. Very simple. So, I, my, me, we, our, us, you, your, you, he, his, him, she, her, her, it, its, it, any one girl's name, her, her, any one boy's name, his, him, any group of people, it's, it, they, their, them. All these persons are there. Now, for these persons, when you use modals, when you use helping verbs, so for example, here is a sentence of present continuous tense. And the continuous tense that at this particular point in time, an action is going on, and the action is the speaking on part of teacher, speaking on part of Colonel Tosif, speaking on part of your coach, grammar teacher, speaking. So the sentence structure would be subject plus helping verb or more helping verb plus base form of verb plus addition of ing plus object. Now the complete sentence of present continuous tense. Teacher is teaching English to his class. Now you see, present continuous tense is there, and to make this sentence or to make it as a negative sentence, you have to add just only negation. And what is the negation? Is and is not. teacher is not teaching English literature to his class, but the grammar to his class. And here it's very, very important. And how to convert, how to make the same very sentence interrogative. Question is there. Is teacher teaching grammar to his students? At the end of the sentence there is interrogative sign. There is a question mark. Very, very important for you people to, you remember, you people to know and to put this question mark there at the end of the sentence. Very, very important. Yes, dear students. So now, first I will give you a complete list of modals and their helping words. And after that, it would be along with simple modals, list of modals, and then by adding not, negation, the list of negation modals, negative modal or negative helping words, auxiliary words with negations, and after that it would be exactly the same, but interrogatively it would be interrogative and negative. Both the senses are there, both the meanings are there. We will carry out a practice with these all modals and helping words. First, helping verb, the list: will, would, will not, would not, willn't, wouldn't, can, could, cannot, could not, can't, couldn't, shall, should, shall not, should not, shalln't, shouldn't. Then is may, might, may not, might not, must, must not, must not, must not, has, had, has not, had not, hasn't, hadn't, have, had, have not, hadn't, have not, had not, haven't, hadn't. Then is, was, is not, was not, isn't, wasn't. Then are, were, aren't, weren't, are not, were not. Then is very, very simple. Am, was, am not, wasn't, was not, amn't, wasn't. Now, I am going to use the